Welcome to the 14th day of Tips for Successful Living. In the past, have you ever experienced someone making a request from you, asking for something, and based on their gesture, their volume, their tone, and everything that is about the communication that suggests that they don't really need what they're asking you, or they're just playing around to waste your time? Have you ever experienced such before? In such situation, it feels that the person does not really need what they're asking you. And as a result of that, you have to make a decision as to whether to keep listening to their request or to just walk away. Based on that, the tip for today is to have a strong desire that can burn. The tip for today is to have a strong desire for what you want that can burn. And this is not to say you should set yourself on fire, you should make yourself burn in literary sense of it, but to want something so much that people can really see that you want it. And generally, I've heard a lot of people say that the best thing, the best advice is to want what you want more than fearing what you fear. Because it could mean that the reason why some people are trying to make a request is because of fear. Fear that they might not get what they want. Fear that the person that they are talking to will not respond to them favorably. And so that influence the energy, the tone, the level of interest that they have when they are making such requests. And for some people just say no to that kind of thing because they think that the person making the request does not really want what they want the way they're supposed to want it. Therefore, it's a waste of the time for the person who is trying to make the request to grant the request. So they just say no and just move on. I don't think you really want this. You're wasting my time, and they move on. And the person making the request will wonder what is wrong, because most of the time when we give such impression and you're not actually in front of a mirror to see the way people perceive you, you probably don't know that that's the kind of thing that is working against you in that kind of situation, and it becomes a problem eventually. So generally, there are a few tips around that I can give to make sure that you have a desire a desire that is strong enough to burn, such that, and when I mean burning desire, that means that when you request for something, you really have to make sure that it's hard for people to find a reason not to give you what you want. In a world whereby people are also trying to pursue their own dreams and they're trying to get things done on their own, if you must get their attention, if you must get their energy, if you must get their resources, you have to make sure that you excuse me, you want what you want more than others. Ex- Besides that, then you might not get what you want. And I've seen this also when I experience competitors in different forms, communication or all that kind of thing, speeches, giving speeches, or any kind of competition. It's usually the person that wins is somebody that wants it more than others. You could feel the room that everybody wants this, right? I mean, for you to leave your house and come to a competition and things like that, you want it. right? For you to say, well, I'm applying for this job, I'm going to use some of my time. You want the job, but then if somebody wants it more than you want it, most likely the person that wants it more than you is probably going to get it. So what are the like, advice or tips as to the way you can portray yourself as somebody who wants it more than others? The first thing is to prepare. Preparation should come before opportunities. And I think that's one of the biggest things, because it's very difficult for most people to see ahead and say, well, this is the kind of thing that I want to do. This is the kind of life that I want. This is the kind of things that I want around me. In order for me to be ready for the opportunity when it comes, I have to prepare today. I have to develop the skills. I have to take the class. I have to take the certification. I have to network. I have to put myself in situations that I don't like just because I want to be prepared when the opportunity comes. I've seen people, a lot of people don't want to do that. What a lot of people want is they want to see the opportunity and then quickly go and prepare. And usually by that time, it's a waste of time, because opportunity will move to the next person while you try to go and prepare. And before you know it, you just see that another person that have been preparing is seizing the opportunity, and their life is getting better for it just because you decided not to prepare. Then the next thing is the energy. And when we talk to people, we want to make sure as much as possible that we are energetic, positive energy, no unnecessary gesture that is not positive or encouraging to the person that is trying to talk to you. And that's something that is very important. And you can almost, it's just for energy, it's more of you making sure you're aware, because if you're putting forward an energy that is not good, and if the person that you're talking to is also giving you an idea that you're giving an energy that they don't like, you just change it right there. You just change your energy, change whatever you're doing that the person is not really enjoying at that point. You don't have to be dragging about it. Then the person can feel the energy is high. You've been positive. Part of it is listening, showing that you're the person that you're talking to you. You're hearing them. You're listening to them. You're nodding your head to show that you're getting what the person is saying, and those kind of thing. Then the next one is consistency. To be consistent, if this is what you want, do things that is aligned with the fact that you want that thing that you want. Take the training, connect with people, do it regularly, and let people see that you're doing it regularly. Then that shows that you want something. Then commitment, you have to be committed to it. Really important. The last part, which is also very difficult, is the feedback kind of a thing, because if you remember, I said at the beginning that usually when we come across as somebody who does not really want what we want, we are not really observing ourselves, except we are speaking in front of a mirror like this. And even if you're speaking in front of a mirror, you're probably not still be able to see everything. Therefore, in essence, it's easier for another person to see that and kind of make judgment on that. So over time, if that becomes a problem, it's very important to be open to what other people say concerning that, and see if there's a way you can adjust based on their feedback. And feedback, people will say feedback is love, but I think feedback is more than love. It could be love, but it's not always love. But feedback, as the name entails, it means that you're feeding something back. So shouldn't be something that is really comfortable anyways, because if it's something, if something is trying to come out and you're putting it back, that means you're having some effort. There should be some discomfort that comes with putting it back. So it's not always love. It could be some discomfort that comes with it, unfortunately. But then if you're getting the feedback from somebody that actually the person has your interest in mind, then of course that's good. That's why you don't get feedback from everybody. You only get feedback from somebody that you're sure have your interest in mind, such that you know that it's all for the good, and whatever you are able to use is gonna help you eventually, even if it means that you have to change something along the line. Right? Thank you so much for joining today. We've been talking about having a strong desire. You should make sure that you want what you want more than fearing what you fear. That's the advice that people give. And whatever is preventing you from doing that, get rid of it. I just give hints and what you can do. You can prepare, you can use your energy, you can be consistent, you can make sure your commitment level is high, and also get feedback from people that you can do to make sure that your desire level is higher than everyone else. That gives you a higher chance of achieving success. Thank you for listening today. If you have a comment, if you have a question, if you agree or disagree with me, you can put it on the comment section. And this has been a good conversation. I'm looking forward to the next one tomorrow. Thank you.